Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to have your account reviewed by some random person on the internet? Well, it turns out lots of people actually do. Weird, right? Anyway, several of my viewers on my live stream right here on YouTube have asked me to review their accounts, and I was happy to oblige. So here is a compilation of the highlights of sorts from those reviews. If you watching this right now are interested in getting your account reviewed, well, I don't do them super regularly, but the only way to get in on them is to be there during the streams, which I happen to stream every week, Monday to Friday, at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so maybe I'll see you there. Anyway, that's all from me. Cheers. Done this one before, actually. We've done this this account before. This is for Ray. So we're kind of this is actually a follow-up, actually, to see if the advice I have given him was helpful. So I see the Yoi team, and Yoimiya seems to have gotten a little bit of work. The ratio, the stats look good. Need some more levels on her, man. Get her to 90, get her to 80 at least. Poor girl. Ooh. Where's the rest of the shims? Where's the rest of it? Yeah. We need more shims, man. This is the update. Yep, this is the update. Yeah, need more shims. The Alon's looking just fine. I mean, you know, these could always go higher, but, you know. Slingshot it's okay. I don't know if you have, like, an energy recharge, but, like, I might consider putting, like, Fav on her, honestly. I haven't farmed for at all. I farm shims with you if you don't want to, because I want Yelan pieces. I use sack. Who's your sack on right now? Who's your sack on? That sounds great. Thanks. Yeah, wonderful way of saying that. That's, God. It's on your Amber for some reason. I know you use Alhaitham a lot. You're still using Harbinger of Dawn on him. Again, lacking anything else. I wonder if Alley Flash should be good on him. You could consider Alley Flash. It's not bad on him, I think. But other than that, like, if it's working for you, stick with it, but yeah. I was doing a full DPS build and switcher from HP to ERs. Gotcha. Well, no. Here's the thing with Alhaitham. You can get away with running a lot of other weapons on him, and a lot of EM weapons on him especially, because they actually scale with him, right? All his stuff scales with EM. Like, his stuff scales with EM, like, as well as it scales with attack, right? So, like, you stack some EM on him, it does a lot of damage. The only problem with Harbinger of Dawn is that as soon as you get love tapped, you're in trouble. Because your damage goes out the window. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you have to be aware of. Just keep that in mind. It's always that one warning, that one caveat you have to be aware of. But is there any characters in particular you really want me to look at right now? Is there anyone in particular you want me to see right now? Because right now I see a lot of good stuff going on. Like, he looks good. He looks really good, actually. I like the Ayaya. Ayaya's looking cool. So we got 29 over 188, and I'm assuming we're using Blizzard Strayer. So you use double cryo with her, plus that is an extra 65. So that is actually 94.1. 94.1, that's a really good crit ratio. That's nice. That's really good. Yeah, crit damage with ER and crit rate, that's really good. Cryo damage on set, though, given that you have other good pieces on set already, if you have a better one, let's see if you do. Do you have a better cryo cup? Wow, this is your only cryo cup. It's on set, but it's really bad. So keep your eyes open for a cryo cup. That's like the only logical upgrade you need for her, but that's pure luck, right? So eventually. You've been working on your Yao Yao to work with your Mr. Al. So you got her in Deepwood, which is good. It's very good for her. Interesting, you got some crit rate and crit ratio on her. You have an okay crit. You put the Homa on her. Nice! I love it. I love the Homa on Yao Yao. That's beautiful. Respect. But then, yeah, we got a couple of these on her. We got some talents. Probably get this burst up a few more times. If you can get this to 6, I think you'll feel pretty good about it. And if you can get her to 80, like, health scales with level pretty well, so eventually. It'll take time. It's slow, but that's still good. I need big help with Wanderer. I can't do good damage. Really? I mean, your Wanderer has all the good things to do damage. Like, his ratios look good. This looks good. His artifacts are the right set. No constellations, but that's not necessary. And his talents are good. Let's build a Wanderer team. Like, if you don't like that, you can do, instead of her, you can do Layla.
Can't sleep.
Yeah, we'll do Layla instead. If you're not comfortable with it, we'll do Layla. But you do need to level up your Layla more, because again, health scalers in particular want a bit more than that. Farazan over Yelan. For Wanderer specifically, I would say, generally speaking, yes.
I promise I'll be gentle. Full time.
Just cannot seem to get that first up when I need it.
Teamwork is dreamwork. We'll see about that.
How unbecoming.
Can I get her burst up?
Unsightly insects. That's far enough. Wide open.
I mean, the damage is fine. I feel like I should be critting more. Hold on. Why am I critting so low? I have 70% crit rate. How did I miss that many crits in a row? If you built your Farazan, it would end up being good, but you have to build your Farazan first. Girl is starving more. It's the Zhao curse, yeah. But yeah, if you really want to make your Wanderer pop off, like if you had her C4 and her C6, like obviously you'd be absolutely monstrous. But even without them, this is a good setup because this gets you a shield, like a decent shield. But you want to get that HP higher and you want to get that level higher. That's gonna matter. Can't add Jean to the team. You could add Jean, if you have the constellation for it. But you need, if you want her to keep up with Farazan damage-wise, you need this one. Because the reason you run Farazan, because she brings Animo Res Shred. It's one of the only ways you can do that, so it's kind of important. So get some artifacts on her, lots of energy recharge and stuff like that to like get her up to snuff. Get her some levels and make that shield as big as possible. And then, like, I mentioned this before, one more rank in this. Get this to level 8. And this to 90. And that's, like, the only major upgrades that I see up front. If you want to make the Wanderer team work, that's, like, what you're missing. Level 80. For most supports, level 80 is as far as you need to go, but, like, damn. Like, you have a lot of characters at 70, and 70 is where you get the big upgrade, but 80 is just, like, a good ending point for most characters. Level 80 is hard for me. Hey, man, I get it, man. Nope. I'm not saying you should rush. You don't need to do it right now. Except maybe your Yao Yao. Except for maybe Yao... Specifically, Yao Yao and Layla. I feel like most of them are fine at 70 for now. You don't need to rush. But these two in particular are big because they're HP scalers. And that's just the long and short of it. But, yeah, honestly, like, again, you have all the pieces for, like, good teams. And even, like, your Wanderer, who, like, your Wanderer is looking decent. He's not bad. Can you try my Ayaka setup? Yeah, sure. I'd be more than happy to. There was a huge wave of Death Water coming towards me right when I left. Oh my god. If you want to do a really good Ayaka team, you want the double cryo, definitely. But you want the Sucrose. Now, Kazuha and Venti obviously does this better, but you need grouping. Grouping is, like, one of the most important things for getting your Ayaka to actually hit those big numbers. Because when they're all together, then you can really do it. Jean can do it, don't get me wrong. If you like Jean, do it with Jean. But this is just my suggestion and how I would recommend doing it. And Diona is just, you know... Diona's Diona, man. Diona's good. I'm a very much a proprietor of, like, I'll push Diona on, like, as much as I can, because I think she's fantastic. Here's the thing with Ayaka. She hits a lot. And I see the problem. Her burst is fine. You need to get... You want the 2 more ranks on this, and then... this skill, it does a lot of damage. The scaling on this is really high, and the skill should not be ignored. But, no, she, like... The damage is fine. The thing with Ayaka is not that she hits really hard. She hits a lot. And then Yoimiya... Yoimiya is really good for bosses. You want just, like, a good single target, like, Annihilator? Like, run Yoimiya. Like, do you have a Yoi team set up? You do. Like, I would, do... You, and you. Something like that. And then just, like, press the Yoimiya button. Always just push the Yoimiya button. That's how I would try to get a 2-piece Crimson. You could do that. I think that's just fine. But Shims is really her best friend. That's why I recommend it so much. But try the other way. See how it feels.
Gotcha. Rain outlines your fate. Let's retreat.
What's Bishop do? I like Yoimiya. I want to get a Yoimiya eventually and build her out, because I think she's cool. But yeah, no, your Yoimiya team is fine. The Yoimiya team is very good. This is like exactly how I probably end up building her myself. Maybe try to sneak in a swirl or two, but like other than that, like, this is great. Yeah, I just used her burst. Force of habit. I know. I know, it's a force of habit. I realized what I did, but it doesn't really matter anyway. I will try hard the Abyss tomorrow. You can do it. I believe in you. But Yoimiya is kind of bad, even though I put her so much work into her. The most she's done is 30k. Wow, only 30k on your Yoimiya. That's good damage, dude. Like, come on. Your Yoimiya is solid, man. I'm telling you. That's pretty good. What? I will ask you that as a serious question. Why do you prefer the Fav over Sack? Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, because it's not. They're about equal, I'd say. But I definitely... I prefer Sack. I just want to get into your head here for a moment. Because I notice you have an extra Sack bow that you could work with. More energy for the team, and her cooldown ain't that much. Understandable. I tend to use her in cryo teams, which is why I think the Sack bow is better in that case, because I'm batterying specifically for cryo characters. So, double skill is more valuable to me. But Sack is 2 skills for 8 particles, which is 16. Yeah, but they're cryo particles, which the neutral particles are better for a non-cryo, but if you're doing it for a cryo character, like say if you're running her with Ayaka, and you're using her for Ayaka, Sack bow is better. If you're running her with like a more generic team that doesn't focus on cryo damage, then the Favonius bow overtakes. Like I said, I like the gameplay associated with Sack bow as well, personally. That's a personal thing though. If you prefer having the crit rate, because that's the thing with Fav bow, you need crit rate. Fav bow does not work if you don't have crit rate. Right now you have 14 crit rate. So you have to change your build. That's the only thing. You have to be aware of that. That's all. Always remember that. Fav bow doesn't work without crit rate. D-Luke advice. Press your skill 3 times in a row and then attack. There's the D-Luke advice. D-Luke is the most straightforward, easy character in the game. That's the magic of D-Luke. This is why I like D-Luke. D-Luke is really easy. You literally get your D-Luke, you go like Bennett burst into Shincho burst into like Animo skill into D-Luke burst into skills, and like, yeah, you're good. But it is Mao up next. Let's move on. We're gonna go to the BRB screen. Our favorite screen, boys and girls. Account belongs to Mao Jr., another fairly long-time viewer. And it looks... We're gonna take a look at it, but they asked me to do something. Are you serious? You want me to buy you a Bennett? Move my internet. Do it? Okay, you can't undo this decision. I need to get your express permission. This is what you want. Activate. Alright. Bennett has been received. So you just had me buy a Bennett for some reason, and we're activating Constellation 5. Oh, sick. So our first team here is a Raidonsky Shigonovich. Looks like a standard Shogun. Doing, looks like you're doing Hyper Bloom a little bit, but it looks like you're leaning in more on Aggravate. Because this team can absolutely mulch single target, which is most of the second half, so I feel like that's going to be your go-to. So, again, the crit rate's deceptive because of the catch, but energy recharge is very good, the ratio is fine. And, of course, the set's exactly what you want, talents look good. Nahihi. Constellations. It's the set I would probably run on her. With the signature weapon, lots of EM. This looks fantastic. This looks great. That's a really good looking Nahida. Yao Yao looks like you just kind of start it with, so like this, she definitely needs a lot of... She still needs lots of talents. The level's good, though. The weapon is Prototype Star Glitter. Interesting. After using an elemental skill, increase normal and charge attack damage by 8%. This weapon is not great on her, but... I'm not sure if you have anything else. A lot of Black Cliff pulls. Like, you could put Lithic Spear on her, that'd be kind of funny. What else could you run on her? You do not... Wait. Yo, Mao, where's your black tassels at? This is Mao Jr.'s account, Polar. You are funny, but you're very kind. I just like being nice to people. It makes me feel good. I'd just rather be nice than mean, you know? LMAO, I deleted! Okay, project number 1. Next time you're pulling on the banners for whatever reason, save your black tassels. It's the Yao Yao's one of her best weapons. Alternatively, if you don't want to wait until you can get an R5 black tassel, or it doesn't even need R5, you just need one. You could do Rightful Reward, the crafted weapon from Fontaine. That is a really good weapon on her. It gives her HP, it gives her energy recharge. It's basic, and it's good for a healer. So you know what? Rightful Reward for your Yao Yao. Go that route. Yo, it's like, people come to me and they say, why, in a video game where there are no consequences, are you still nice to everybody? And I'm like, well, being mean makes me feel bad. I only keep one of each 3-star. That's my goal. I keep one of each 3-star because they might be useful in some niche scenarios. So I'd rather hold on to at least one copy of each. Just one copy. That's all you need. And Shincho's probably going to be in use, so I'm going to put in Shincho for now. But note that Shincho could be Yelan, which I don't believe you have, could be Kokomi, which you don't have, or it could be Furina. Yeah, I don't have the stats, though. Get Nahida C2, that sounds nice. You should try Reverse Melt Ganyu. Reverse Melt Ganyu is monstrous, but it does take a lot more stats to make it work. Morgana is just easier to build, for the most part. I'm going to put Shincho in here for now as a placeholder, but
Justice.
keep in mind that Shincho can be easily replaced by Furina. You will pull C1 Furina for me on release, just saying. Of course, of course. So let's assume that Shincho will eventually be Furina. But in the meantime, I'm going to use Shincho right now because Shincho does exactly what I need him to do. I'm not going to do this for you, just by the way. I'm going to do just the Seahorse for you. Just for a, making a point here. And then, oh, I didn't even notice he had Venti as well. Bricks. Also, Bricken had that at the end. It did 300k per charge attack. Bricken's gone use C6. Don't use that as a benchmark. Oh my lord. Why is he holding me at gunpoint? Brixie, I'm holding you at gunpoint to get me 3 Furina copies and 20 pulls. Wow, you're I'm glad that you have that kind of belief in me, but like, bruh. Now, this is without even checking the artifacts or the weapons or anything. This is just literally just doing this raw. We're doing it live. Oh, I missed.
Time for takeoff. Sakura swirl.
Execution there was not great on my part, but like other than that,
Grain outline. Let's play.
like this is going to be the team to do it realistically, but like it needs better execution, which I'm just not doing right now. But still, like that's insane. You should see what a C6 Yelan can do. Jesus Christ! Yeah, it looks like you're getting a C1 Furina. Isn't that crazy? That's wild, man. I can break that shield a little, like, quite a bit faster. But that Ganyu is way better built. That Ganyu got almost bow. And it's hard to turn down almost bow. I think that's actually your play. Bro, God bless the loyal free-to-play players. Bricks check Rosaria. She's holding Furina's Infinity Stones. Oh. Why is... Okay, curiosity. Any particular reason why Rosaria is holding them? Okay, hydro damage on set with crit damage and a ton of EM. That's kind of neat. Wow! Whew. Oh, is it hot in here? Is it just me? She's holding because redacted. Oh, the vapors. Oh, heavens to Betsy. That's a good piece. Yeah, your Furina's going to be great. Oh my god, good energy recharge, lots of crit damage, lots of defense, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. Yeah, your worst piece here is this this feather. This feather's awful. But you haven't... Ew, that's pretty terrible too. Do you have anything... Yeah, so you have like... You're halfway there. You have two really good pieces, and then a couple of mediocre ones. Or actually two really good pieces, one solid one, and then two mediocre ones. But Feather and Sands, if you can improve those, oh! Like I said, heavens to Betsy. Last account review for the day. It's for another longtime friend of the channel, Mr. J Squeezy, or King J Squeezy. And or as they're seeing here, Tepe J Squid. Frog is the best animal. Frogs are cool. Let's take a look at this. So the Hu Tao team is what you're starting off with. I'm assuming this is what you wanted to look at first. That's a nice looking Hu Tao. Staff of Homa. Looks like really good artifacts without even having to look at them. Like I just eyeball some of this and like, whew. Great. Very good. Kind of mid, but it's got a good chunk of EM on it. Actually, that's pretty good. You know what? That's solid. I think that's good. Upon further inspection, that's good. That's very good. I like that one. That one's solid. And that's another really good one. Lots of ER, lots of crit damage, a little bit of HP. Couldn't ask for much better than that. Pyro on-set Pyro Cup. Couldn't ask for a better one. That's really good. And just a really good HP sense. Damn. Yeah, no, this is great. So the Hu Tao, right off the bat, good. It's C1. Oh, I love seeing that. Oh, your Shinsho needs some help, though. Oh, God. Show your Shinsho some love, man. Like, give him the level he deserves. Make him 80 at least. Give him some talent, dude. I'm gonna level up this talent right now. Can I do that? Is that okay if I do that, J Squeezy? I can't look at this. I can't have this be like this. Fix this. We're fixing this right now. I can't. On a scale from 1 to even, I can't. Alright, and Yelan. Yelan could use a few more levels, like especially in this one. But that'll take some time. Like, there's no rush on that, but that looks fine. Yeah, this is the set I would use on her. Most people use this set. I think that's acceptable. 70 over 117. It's fine. Lots of HP. Really good. Lots of energy recharge. Looks solid. And then we have Kono Ryoda, which is built pretty much how I would expect. Sack bow. I'd get like another 10 levels on that if I could. Tenacity, though. Really, why Tenacity? What's your thoughts on this? Because Tenacity may not work like you think it does. This does not actually work on buffing Hu Tao. It doesn't actually work. I'm sorry, man. It doesn't actually work. That's nice. It's like, oh. Yeah, because it only counts when your skill does damage. Or when it connects. And it only lasts 3 seconds, so you don't actually... By the time you reach Hu Tao, the buff's already gone. And even the shield strength buff, it doesn't work either, because the shield will... The Icy Paws hit, you get the shield, and then you get the shield buff after the shield is already there, so it doesn't apply. It doesn't work on her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, J Squeezy. It does... Oh no. Are you okay? But I got sack. You do got sack, so technically the shield buff works on the second paw. That is true. The shield buff technically works. You might consider something a little different here. You know what, actually? If you want a good setup, the one I usually recommend for most people for Diana. There's two I can give you right now. There's Noblesse Oblige, which it looks like you don't have another setup right now, but Noblesse is a really good option because you can. That way you can give her the same attack buff. You can still give her that 20% attack buff with her burst, and it lasts long enough so you actually get to enjoy the buff. You know, what the hell is that Diana saying? What are you talking about? Whoa, I didn't even notice that. Ooh, that's a nice Sans. That's nice. Dude, what if that was on your Hu Tao, though? That's not... Oh my god, I just realized that's not even 20. Oh, that could hit another crit stat. Dude, what if that was on your Hu Tao, though? What if? No, not Noblesse. If you don't want to do Noblesse, here's what you can do. We take off half of your tenacity. We take half of it away, and we put like emblem. Now, I actually recommend Varakusha's Glow, but you don't have any right now, so like I just put like 2 pieces of Severed Fate on her. Like, just find like 2 of the nicer looking pieces with health on it, like that, and something like that. You get a little. You get, yeah. You do. You lose a little bit here right now, but like, this is just like a general suggestion. Like, if you want to try it, like, if you don't vibe with it, and you just want to stick with it, like, I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't use it. I'm just letting you know that it's not gonna work like how you might want it to. Yeah, I need to get a hat so I can put it on Hu. Yeah. So this is like, here's the thing though, the pieces are so good. It's just too bad that that they don't work with Diona as well as you might like want them to. So if you'd like, your options, if you really want to get the most out of your Diona, you replace 2 of the pieces with either Emblem for the energy recharge or Varakusha's Glow for the extra HP. One or the other. If you want to keep it like this, for that extra 20% shield strength and that potential of a little bit of extra damage on your on him, because he snapshots, I think. Like, you can get a little bit of damage on him. It's something, but yeah, just so you know that is the situation. Other than that, everything else looks great. Yeah, okay. It looks like you got something. You're cooking. I see that you're cooking. You're just not done yet. It's simmering at the moment. No, that's not awful. I would not say this is awful. Not because it's not like it's ready yet, but because it's not cooked yet. It's in the oven still, clearly. Like, come on, man. You're baking it still. You can't just expect it to be finished cooking right away. Come on, man. I have a C0 Benny. Oh, dude, that's painful. You gotta get that C1 eventually. Keep your eyes open for banners that might have him. Maybe you can snipe him. Show Yoimiya? That's my next one. I wanted to see his next team. So, the first team looks good. It's your run-of-the-mill, like, good stuff Hu Tao team. And then we have a Yoimiya team. Looks very similar. I'm assuming that you have ways of shimmying this around a bit. Alright, so we already talked about the Diona. It's the same problem. Bennett, on the other hand, Favonia's Sword is fine. I'm generally going to recommend Sapwood Blade over Favonia's, because it has the higher base attack, plus the energy recharge. Like, it's kind of the best of both worlds. You have Eye of Perception on him. I didn't even notice. Why? Why? Stop putting Eye of Perceptions on your Hazo, please. It hurts. It hurts my soul. But, yeah. Anyway, I recommend Sapwood Blade. It's worth the investment. And also, if you are going to stick with Favonia's Sword, level it up. Base attack matters. So, you want to level up this weapon if you're if you really want to get your money's worth. Noblesse Oblige, it's what I would expect. Do you have a energy recharge Sans? You don't, but HP's fine. If you could get energy recharge, try it, but if you can't find energy recharge, it is what it is. But that energy recharge really does go a long way. Yelan, we already talked about. Your Yelan is solid. It's fine. Ratio's a bit wonky. Like, if you can get some more crit damage, that'd be sick, but you don't, you're fine as this. And then finally, Yoi. You're using Amos, but ooh. Bro, level up your almost bow. Why? Why are all your weapons level 70? This poor almost bow deserves to be 90. I got it yesterday. Well, it should have been leveled up the day before. You should have gone back in time and leveled it up before you got it. You should have pulled it at level 90. Come on, J Squeezy, get with the times. No stress. I fully maxed Venti's weapon in a day. No excuses. Damn. Oh yeah, well, to be fair, you were planning to get Venti's weapon. I don't think he was planning on getting an almost bow. I don't think you ever really plan to get almost bow. You just kind of get it. But no, this is a great weapon on her. That's a really good weapon on her. So you know what? Yeah, get this to 90 when you can. Totally worth it. That's it. That was good. I want to play with your Yoimiya though, because I like Yoimiya and I don't get to play with her enough. I spent all my resources on Hu, and it shows. Your Hu-Tao looks great. Let's see how this Yelan feels though. Now, since your Diona's running double duty right now, if you want a replacement for Dio, I can give you one.
Things are about to get dicey.
Yeah, 22k on the last. That's not bad. That's good. That's good damage. I'm feeling it. It's nice. But yeah, if you're stuck with your Dio, do you have? I mean, you should have it. We got one for free. Yo, where's your Layla though? Right now, the Hu-Tao team, solid. This is pretty much perfect. Like, maybe Diona could get replaced by someone else later down the line if you're like, once you're comfortable with doing Hu-Tao stuff without a healer. But, like, this is good. And this is also good. But it's got a lot of crossover, right? So, until you can get more characters to fill some of these slots, you obviously can't run them both anyway, right? So, I'll tell you the problem with this team. The team is good. Like, really good. This team is excellent. It's phenomenal. This is like a meta team right here. This is really strong. They need to be level 90. Get your Shinobu to 90. Get your Nahida to 90. Get your Oyo to 80. Shinsho to 80. Good gravy, gosh. This team is so good, but, like, it's not done. There's your project. There's an easy project for you. Don't worry about your Yoimiya. She's fine. Don't worry about your Hu-Tao. She's fine. Worry about your Nahida. She needs help. I hate Bloom. Do you hate Hyper Bloom, or you just hate Bloom? Why do you hate Bloom, actually? What about it? Is it just, like, you hate it on principle, or is there, like, a particular reason? Because, like, you have Nahida, and, like, even your Nahida looks relatively well built. Like, it's a good set. You have lots of elemental mastery on her. Like, it looks good. Mappa Mare is a good weapon on her. Not leveled up, but still. The hee-hee in her mind. Please help me. Please level me. Yeah, pretty much. All Bloom reactions. Too powerful and boring. I would say that Nahida makes it more interesting, because she brings more to the table than just I do the reaction. Because the thing is, with a good Nahida, if you build her right, she does more damage than the reaction does. Which is crazy, I know. But, if you're... Okay, how about this? Meet me halfway on this. I really, really want to put Staff of Home on her really badly. Okay? No one tell him. No one let him know, okay? I don't know what you're talking about, J Squeezy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Take yourselves a move. Witness the power of Gua. Rain.
Like, I understand why a lot of people don't, like, vibe with Bloom. But, like, man, it can be a lot of fun. Like, having all these numbers is fun. To me, at least. But it's also worth noting that, specifically with Hyper Bloom, that you can almost, like, argue with that it is also doubles as a aggravate team, or a spread team. Like, honestly, you know what? Do you want to make... A serious question for you right now. Would you like to make this into a non-Bloom team that can use Nahida? Like, real talk. Do you want to try... Do you want to do that? I can do that real quick before we wrap up. Now, obviously, these characters aren't leveled up, so this isn't going to work all that well, but, you know... So I'm working with what I got right now, so just bear with me a moment. I believe there's a Ruin Guard right here. Also gotta go. Have a good one. Hey, thank you for hanging out, Polar. Appreciate you, man. Have a great day, dude. You haven't tried my Who yet? I don't think I need to. I'm pretty sure I can just push one button and it dies. I'll go kill Child with him. I'll go beat a child with him. I just want to do this real quick, just for the sake of doing it.
With sword comes shadow.
Like, obviously I could be doing a lot of damage if she was leveled up and stuff, but like, seriously, this team actually is a good team. Like, if you really wanted to invest in it, if you want to do, like, find a use for your Nagita, and you don't want to do Bloom, that's the one. But yeah, let us destroy the child. Are you beating a child? Is it me? Timmy? Hayato? I don't think Hayato's a child, but, you know. Build her with, like, a mix of Elemental Mastery and, crit stats.
Handle your dream. Game's up. Time's over. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Huh?
How unbecoming.
Oh, yeah, it feels good. Oh, C1 feels so good.
Taking your serious.
Staff of Homa's true wielder has finally arrived. Ah, beautiful. Life is good. Why, you? It looks so good on her, though. I love it. Okay, well, that was the last review for the day. I'm gonna call things here. Thanks, guys. Oh, that was stellar. That was fun. But yeah, I'm gonna leave as a final note here. I gave a lot of general advice here and just kind of like easy bake teams that anyone can do. But, you know, there's always experimentation to be done, so don't be afraid to like just experiment and try different things. Like, I'm all about trying weird off-meta stuff, but like when someone comes to me and says, I want to do the Spiral Abyss and I'm struggling, I'm going to give you the most, like, what is the best bang for your buck you can get with the least amount of work. So, yeah. So always just take what you can get from this, and if you have more questions or want to work on a specific team comp or you want suggestions, please, you know, just keep coming by the stream. I'm always down to answer questions. So yeah. Cheers.